Rushing Manhua. Our work begins with our prota on a bed with a breathing apparatus. He says he's tired of tormenting and killing people. He's tired of doing drugs, having sex. The guy basically doesn't feel pleasure in anything anymore. And then a guy arrives with a cake in his hand, walking towards him. If he takes a little longer, the cake will burn because of all the candles in that place. He asks Prota how he is feeling on his 280th birthday. He's young, right? He asks how the other demons managed to crawl their big, flat asses for so long. He then says that the little guy is lucky, as he is lucky enough to die early. And he answers yes, because he is a human. Our Prota can't even remember the last time his heart beat. Was it 50 years ago, perhaps? And then he repeats once again, saying that the cake bro was very lucky, because he still had dopamine swirling around in his brain. Then the cake guy makes a proposal to our Capiroto, telling him to do something new. Astonished, our Prota asks what new thing he could do. Everything he could do, he has already done as a demon. Well, almost everything. The only thing he never did was save people's lives. And then the little guy reinforces, saying that he should try. He must experience being a hero and saving people. Our Prota is speechless. And then we go to a subway station where, from afar, Baphome reinforces that even being a hero won't be fun. He soon appears sitting sprawled out, taking up the entire subway bench with his enormous legs. He says staying at home would be boring anyway. And then he looks around looking for an opportunity to save someone. Then two grumpy old men go to talk to the devil, saying that he was sitting in a seat for the elderly. Baphome then asks the old people if they don't want to sit with him. And yes, the old people accept it, but they don't seem to be that comfortable. He then tells the old men that they cannot see the evil spirits that were in that carriage. He asks if they know what that means. This meant that a disaster would happen soon. The old man on the right asks if he is some kind of shaman. It's then that a crazy guy appears, saying that life is unfair because he just wanted to sit quietly in his while waiting to get to his desired place. But that lawn was full, and that's when he pulls out a gas mask and a gallon of gas while he screams like crazy, asking if he has to suffer like this. Everyone in that car started running in the opposite direction, and behind them the crazy man was running, spraying gas all over the car. Many passengers are caught midway, causing some of them to fall asleep. While everyone was running, a girl appeared who sat there without worrying about anything that was happening. She was probably playing Clash Royale ranked. The crazy man passes by with the gas next to her and is amazed why she is standing there, so he stops and asks her why she isn't running. Was she ignoring him? Or was it because she really wanted to die? He asks if he should reopen the gas canister in her face, but she was listening to music and wasn't hearing even a second of what he was saying. So she takes off the headphones and asks what he was talking about, calling him an idiot. The crazy man is amazed at the girl's audacity. That's when he gets pissed and opens the gas in her face. But incredible as it may seem, it has no effect, because before the gas reaches his face, our demon hero arrives, breathing in all the gas in the room. He tastes this stuff like it was a mint candy. Everyone who had fled stops to watch our crazy proto-demon puffing gas. And in the carriage we were left, our Capiroto, the gas addict, and the music girl. They were facing each other. Then the gas freak takes off his mask and asks what the hell the Prota is, and then he has his face stuck in the window of the car. Right after this, our Prota turns around and says that he already saved those damn people, but that it still wasn't that fun. He says he shouldn't have listened to the idiot So-Yun. Then he pinches the girl in the carriage's cheeks, asking her what she felt when she was saved. She says she didn't want him to save her. He is surprised by the answer. And then she squeezes his cheeks, also repeating to him that she didn't want to be saved. She planned to end her life there. She really wanted that. And then she, very sad, asks our Capiroto why he had to save her. After all this, we enter the vision of the girl on the subway. She then says that a year ago, during everything that happened in that carriage, she sold her luck to a demon. Not metaphorically. She made a pact with the Capiroto, who to her was someone unknown. But what does it mean to sell luck, you ask? She simply, after the pact, gained the ability to get involved in all types of scams and crimes, both already committed or not committed. This also means having all types of social interactions cut off when trying to do any type of economic activity and failing miserably. Basically, the girl gained the ability to be miserable and unhappy, but she still felt that her life was in an endless abyss. So we went back to the moment when the crazy man entered the carriage, spraying gas everywhere. And at that moment, she wondered if it wasn't better to go at once. That's why she was so stuck in a situation like that. Then when everyone was running from the gas maniac, we see that the person who was evacuating the people people from the train was the bastard So-yoon, the butler of our Capiroto's house, who was disguised as a police officer, probably so our prota can act like a hero without having any interference. And then we return to the previous situation, where our prota continues squeezing the girl's cheek, and the girl continues squeezing our prota's cheek. They are fighting to let go of each other's cheek, and they continue in that same way. On one side, the Capiroto says that after everything he did for her, she continues to be ungrateful. And on the other side, the crying girl says that he never asked her if she wanted to be saved. That's when Alfred arrives, and the girl asks how she could survive, when her bank account, her relationships, and her house have all gone to waste. Meanwhile, our prota urgently asks her to remove the snot that was dripping on her hand. Alfred then tells the girl that he is a police officer and that he needs to ask some questions about everything that happened there. Then he would need to take the Capiroto with him. After stepping out of the carriage, the prota asks why he is there. But before they leave, the girl stops them, saying that she wasn't the only one who saw him inhaling the gas. Then Capiroto shouts, saying that they should be grateful that he inhaled all that gas. Meanwhile, the girl urgently asks him not to breathe fire from his mouth. She asks if he is a demon. They both give her a sideways glance. She says she's seen demons before, and that they weren't as ugly as our prota. She also states that Alfred was not a police officer, and asks what exactly they are up to. She thinks they are just playing with people's lives like puppets. It's then that our Capiroto responds that he did it just for fun. He is trying to save people. So she asks why. Can demons do this? The girl asks if they know how miserable the lives of people who have made pacts with demons are. And then we are finally introduced to the subway girl's name. Her name is Kim Dok-young, and she is 27 years old. She tries to make him remorseful by saying that in the future, his life will become horrible. As long as you continue and persist when none of the dreams are standing anymore, that's when you will die alone. She pistols after discovering that the brother was a demon, leaves the carriage. When leaving, the Capiroto says that it hurt. He asks if that girl is okay. She seems to be in a precarious situation. If things get difficult for her, she will find some way to end her life. Capiroto's curse mark starts to glow red, so our prota calls Alfred and asks him to find which demon she made a deal with. Alfred asks what's wrong with him. Suddenly interested in something, then he says it's nothing like that. He just wanted to check one little thing. After that, we go to the city where Kim was walking slowly on a bridge, where she stops and thinks about how her life is. Would she end her life begging on streets like these, fighting to survive? She is very upset. What did she do to deserve this? That's when the crazy guy with the gas mask appears, saying that she ruined everything. Then he squeezes our dear Kim's neck, repeating the same words over and over again. He asks if she ignored him, if he seems funny to her. As she squeezes his neck, she asks why he followed him there. Then she screams, saying that the only one to blame for making his face look all smashed up like that was our idiot bastard. And the gas nut wonders how he could hit the demon, but he doesn't even want to hear about it at the moment and pushes Kim off the bridge. When he falls, the crazy man starts laughing without stopping. The crazy man thinks he is the Joker himself, but out of nowhere, the animal stops laughing. And who appears before his eyes? That's right, our dear Capiroto hero, who is already taking off his shirt to do a jump. When he jumps, he spreads his demon wings and looks like Batman with scoliosis. Then he grabs Kim before falling and sends a primal lotus into the water. But before reaching the water, he promises Kim that he will destroy the contract she had made. That's all, guys. Leave a like and subscribe to follow the next videos. If you want to continue this work, or there is another one that you want to become a video, comment below. Bye.